Okay, next question today, and I'm just going to follow my usual 3 steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pencil, we use the pink this time, and put in where the 3 steps are coming from. So step 1 is going to be the context, step 2 is what's the graph telling us, and step 3 is actually answering the question itself. Right, so looking at the context first. The volume of one bird's testes was measured on the last day of each month for a year. The graph below shows the results, and we've got a line graph, and on the x-axis we've got the month, okay, and on the y-axis we've got the testes volume in millimetres cubed. Okay, so what we've got is a graph, and it's all plotted down. A reading's taken every month, and it shows you, well, the testes volume at each reading, right? There's nothing difficult about this graph. It's pretty straightforward to read. But what we'll do next is we'll look at the actual question on step 3. So which of the following statements is true? The volume of the testes, which is true, right? So we're trying to find the statement out of the 4 that's going to be correct. And in this case, we read through them all, and it's just a case of taking the highlighter and just going through and just putting a ticker across beside whether we believe it's going to be correct or not. So let's make the statement and see if it's correct. If it's correct, that's the correct answer. If it's wrong, we'll move on to the next one. So the volume of the testes, A, is constant from the end of November to the end of February. Okay, so the end of November's here. And, well, you'll see that this is slightly going down. So therefore, if it was going to be constant, it would need to be a complete flat line. It's not a complete flat line. So straight away, what we can do is we can take away A. It's not going to be A. Right. B, next up, increases more between the end of March, okay, and the end of April than any other month. So what I'm going to do is going to take that there. It increases by, what's that, 200. End of March to the end of April, increases by 200. I'm looking for another month with a very, very sharp increase. And the one that's standing out to me, looking at this, is this here. Okay. And in that month, right, it's going to go from, in that month there, at the start of July, okay, to the end of July, okay, you'll see that it is exactly the same because it's coming across with a reading of 200. So this is going to be 540, and that's going to be 740. So it's going to be exactly the same in the month of July as it is in the month of April. So therefore, we can take that as read as also being wrong. Next up, C, increases for only 5 months of the year. So if the line is ascending in the graph, it means it's an increase. So what we're going to look for is 5 different increases. So what we've got is, we've got an increase here, 1, we've got another increase here, 2, another increase here, 3, another increase here in June, 4, then we've got July, increases again, and then in August, that's the 6th increase. So therefore, that one has to be wrong as well. Then the next thing we've got to do is, well, so far we've took out 3 of the 4 answers, which should mean that D is correct. But what we'll do is we'll make sure and go over it first, and we'll count the number of decreases. So we've got, I'll just make it a different colour. So we've got 1 decrease in September, 2 in October, 3 in November, December we've got 4, and then it stays the same in January, February. So with that in mind, the correct answer is going to be D in this question, because which of the following statements is true? The volume of the testes decreases for only 4 months of the year. Okay, so just describing what happens in a graph, right? So the more you go into higher, the more you go into advanced higher, you'll need to be more descriptive of the results and saying exactly what has happened when you're looking at these graphs, okay? So if you find this has been useful, please hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, and if you want any questions answered, just drop them a line to me. Okay, back with more questions soon.